everyone, and welcome back. We're going to be doing a deep dive today.
Oh, cool.
Into the world of side hustles.
Awesome.
Specifically ones that are looking really promising for 2025.
Nice.
For those of you looking to boost your income, maybe explore a new passion, or even just stay ahead of the curve, you've come to the right place.
Definitely.
So we found this awesome guide.
Okay.
It's called Top 10 Side Hustles to Make Extra Money in 2025.
Interesting.
And it's a really interesting look into what the future of work might look like. So I'm really excited to jump into it.
Yeah, me too.
Now, before we get into the specific side hustles, maybe we could talk a little bit about this whole side hustle phenomenon.
Absolutely.
Why is it that so many people are turning to these extra gigs?
Yeah, it's not just about making some extra cash.
Yeah.
I think it really speaks to a shift in how we view work in general.
Yeah.
People are craving more freedom and flexibility these days.
Yeah.
And side hustles offer a way to be your own boss.
Right, like that entrepreneurial spirit's in the air.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's dive into some of these hustles.
All right, let's do it.
This guide has them clustered together, so we'll follow that structure.
Sounds good.
First up is the digital dynamo category.
Nice.
So these are all about using the power of the internet.
Yeah, the lines are getting kind of blurry between traditional jobs and side gigs.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
It is.
All right, so the first one on the list is online tutoring.
Okay.
Now, you might think this is just for math whizzes or something like that, but the truth is everyone's an expert at something. Right?
Absolutely. You can tutor in anything.
Yeah.
From music to photography, coding, history, you name it.
Yeah, and with the rise of online learning, there's definitely a demand for it.
For sure. Platforms like Chegg Tutors and Tutors.com are connecting students and experts from all over the world.
So you're saying I could, teach people how to bake sourdough bread from my own kitchen?
You absolutely could.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that flexibility is a huge draw for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Set your own hours, choose your rates.
Right.
It's great.
All right, so maybe I'm not a baking pro.
Okay.
But I've always loved writing. What about freelance writing as a side hustle?
Freelance writing is a fantastic one.
Yeah.
The key is to find your niche.
Okay.
What are you really good at? Blog posts, website copy, technical writing.
So I shouldn't just say I'll write anything.
Right, you want to specialize?
Yeah.
Build a portfolio that showcases your expertise.
Right.
Platforms like Upwork and Fiverr can help you connect with clients.
Okay.
But having a clear focus will help you stand out.
Gotcha. So highlight what makes me unique as a writer.
Exactly.
I like it.
And as you build your portfolio, you can raise your rates.
Nice.
And attract even better clients.
Okay, so we talked about tutoring, writing. What about for the more creative folks? The guide talks about selling crafts online.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
I'm picturing handmade jewelry, candles, all that kind of stuff.
All those unique handmade items. People love that stuff.
Yeah, they want that authenticity, that personal touch.
Yeah.
And there's platforms like Etsy and Shopify that make it easy.
They do make it easy to set up shop.
Right. But the real magic is in creating this stuff.
It is. You're selling a piece of yourself, your creativity.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And the online marketplace connects you with customers all over the world.
So even if I live in a tiny town, I could be selling my pottery in Tokyo.
That's right. Wow. But remember, it's not just about setting up a shop.
Yeah.
You need to think about marketing, photography, customer service.
Right.
Building a brand.
It's a whole business.
It is.
Okay, this next one's really interesting to me.
Okay.
Becoming a virtual assistant. I know VAs are in high demand.
They are.
But what exactly do they do?
It's a really diverse role. Think of it like being a behind-the-scenes superhero.
Okay.
Helping businesses stay organized, managing emails, scheduling appointments, social media, creating presentations.
Wow, it's like a multitasking ninja.
That's a good way to put it.
But with so many different tasks, what are the key skills for a VA?
Organization is essential.
Right.
You're juggling multiple clients and projects.
Yeah.
So time management and prioritization are key. Excellent communication is also crucial.
Yeah.
You're often the main point of contact for clients.
Right.
So you need to be responsive, clear, and professional.
So it's not just about checking things off a list. It's about being proactive and anticipating needs.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Platforms like Belay and Time, etc.
are
great for connecting with clients.
Awesome. All right, before we move on from these digital dynamos, There's one more that's known for being really easy to get into.
Right.
Online surveys and market research.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Now, it's not going to replace your day job or anything.
No.
But platforms like Survey Junkie and Swagbucks let you share your opinions and get paid for it.
Exactly.
So it's like getting paid for random thoughts.
Well, not quite.
Okay.
You have to answer questions and participate in surveys.
Right.
But it's an easy way to earn a little extra cash.
All right, so that wraps up our first category of side hustles.
Sounds good.
We talked about online tutoring, freelance writing, selling crafts online, becoming a virtual assistant, and even online surveys.
We covered a lot.
I know, right?
But there's more to explore.
I'm ready for it.
All right, let's do it. So we've covered all those online opportunities.
I know. It's amazing how much you can do from your computer these days.
Right. It's a whole new world.
Okay, so now let's step out into the real world a bit.
Sounds good.
This next category is called The Real World Beckons.
I like that.
It's about connecting with people, maybe even some furry friends.
Right.
Getting out from behind the screen.
It's all about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
Combining the digital and the real world.
Totally. Okay, so we touched on dog walking and pet sitting before.
Yeah, those are great ones.
But let's dive deeper into a hustle that's really hot right now. Social media management.
Oh yeah, social media management is huge.
It seems like every business needs a strong social media presence these days.
They do, but a lot of business owners just don't have the time for it.
Or the expertise.
Exactly.
That's where the social media manager comes in, right?
But that's right, they're like the digital gurus.
Crafting the perfect posts, engaging with followers.
It's more than just posting pretty pictures, though.
Oh, for sure.
A good social media manager needs to be strategic.
Okay.
They need to understand data, trends, how to really engage with an audience.
So it's like being a marketing expert, a content creator, and a data analyst all in one.
You got it.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. And they need to be adaptable.
Okay.
Because social media is constantly changing.
Yeah, what works on Instagram might not work on TikTok.
Exactly. You got to stay ahead of the game.
Okay, let's switch gears to a hustle that might sound a little mysterious.
All right.
Affiliate marketing.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Basically getting paid to recommend products you love.
Right. And it's becoming really popular.
Yeah, people trust recommendations more than ads these days.
Definitely. It's about authenticity.
So how does it actually work?
Well, first you need to pick a niche.
Okay.
Something you're passionate about and knowledgeable in.
So like, let's say I'm really into eco-friendly cleaning products.
Perfect example.
Could I build a business around that?
Absolutely. You'd find companies with affiliate programs related to your niche.
Okay.
And then create content like blog posts, videos, social media posts.
Showcasing these products.
Exactly. And explaining why you love them.
So it's not just saying, buy this. It's providing real value.
Exactly. You're building trust with your audience.
Okay, I see.
And when someone clicks your unique link and buys something, you earn a commission.
So it's like getting rewarded for sharing your passion.
That's a good way to put it.
But it takes work, right?
It does. You need to build an audience, create content, promote your links.
All right, well, I'm definitely adding affiliate marketing to my list of things to research.
It's worth looking into.
Okay, so for people who love being on the go, maybe want some instant gratification, we have the classic delivery driver.
Oh yeah, that one's booming.
Especially with everyone ordering online these days.
For sure, and it's super flexible.
You set your own hours, work around other commitments, get paid quickly. The guide mentions DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates.
The big ones.
But is it really that simple? Just sign up and drive?
Well, you need a reliable car and a smartphone, of course.
Right.
But you also got to be comfortable navigating your city.
Dealing with traffic.
Yeah, sometimes.
And customers.
Right. Good customer service is key.
So it's not just cruising around listening to music.
There's definitely an element of that. But you also need to be organized, efficient.
And have a good sense of direction.
Definitely.
Okay, so we've talked about online gigs, real-world ventures, and now delivery services.
Yep.
But there's one more category we need to explore.
All right, bring on.
And it's one that's really changing the way we work.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued.
The remote job revolution.
Ah, yes. The future of work.
It's getting harder to tell a difference between side hustles and full-time careers.
It really is. The lines are blurring.
And it's exciting because it opens up so many possibilities.
Yeah, no matter where you live.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The guide says with the rise of remote work, you can find side hustle opportunities in all sorts of fields.
Oh, yeah.
From customer service to data entry, even virtual assistant roles, which we talked about before.
And it's not just entry-level stuff either.
Right.
You can find remote gigs in marketing, software development, graphic design, writing, editing, you name it.
So it's about taking your existing skills
and
seeing how they apply to a remote setting.
Exactly. Or even learning new skills
that are in high demand for remote work.
Right. And you can learn a lot of those skills online.
Through courses, workshops.
Yeah, but even just by joining online communities.
It's like the world of remote work is this giant, ever-expanding universe of opportunities.
That's a great way to put it.
And you get to choose your own adventure.
Exactly. And one of the coolest things is it's becoming more accessible to people all over the world.
So even if you live in a small town, you could work for a company in a big city.
Or even another country.
It's like the playing field is leveling out.
I think so.
Okay, so we've talked about online gigs, real-world hustles, delivery services, and now remote jobs.
A lot of options.
But one thing that strikes me is they all require a certain level of self-motivation.
You're absolutely right.
Discipline, like you're your own boss.
It's not just about the hustle, it's about the mindset.
Okay.
You need to be organized, manage your time.
Stay focused on your goals.
Even when no one's looking over your shoulder.
So it's like you're not just building a business, you're building a new way of working.
And a new way of being.
Totally. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit.
Right.
What does this rise of side hustles tell us about the future of work in general?
It's a big question, but an important one.
Yeah.
I think it points to a future where work is more flexible, individualized, and driven by passion.
So it's not just about clocking in and out, it's about finding work that aligns with your values.
Exactly. Work that gives you a sense of purpose.
And technology is a big part of this shift.
It is. It's connecting people with opportunities.
Helping them learn new skills.
And build businesses from anywhere in the world.
It's amazing to think about.
It is. Technology is both disrupting old ways of working and creating new opportunities.
It's like a double-edged sword.
It is. But I'm optimistic.
Me too.
I think we can use technology to create a more equitable and fulfilling future of work.
Okay, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to talk about something we haven't mentioned yet.
Okay, what's that?
The potential downsides of side hustles.
You're right. It's important to acknowledge that.
They're not all sunshine and rainbows.
Exactly.
So what are some of the challenges?
Well, one of the biggest is burnout.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement.
And end up working all the time.
Exactly. You need to set boundaries.
Make sure your side hustle doesn't take over your life.
Right. Prioritize self-care, rest, relaxation.
Even when you're feeling super motivated.
Exactly.
Another challenge could be managing your finances.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Especially when you have multiple income streams.
It can be tough to keep track of everything.
Especially taxes.
Definitely. You need a good system for tracking income and expenses.
Maybe even consult with a financial advisor.
That's a good idea, especially for self-employment taxes and deductions.
So it's not just about making money, it's about managing it wisely.
Exactly. Financial literacy is so important.
Okay, so I think we've covered a lot in this part of our deep dive.
We have. We've explored a ton of side hustle options.
From social media management to affiliate marketing, the remote job revolution, and even the potential downsides.
It's been a really comprehensive exploration. Hopefully our listeners are feeling inspired
to explore these opportunities.
And to think critically about the challenge.
Sure, it's not all easy.
But it can be incredibly rewarding.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our deep dive.
It's amazing how many side hustle options are out there.
It is. And we've only scratched the surface.
Right.
Now, I want to talk about the future.
Oh.
Put on your futurist hats.
Yeah.
Let's imagine what side hustles might look like in a few years.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me with your wildest predictions.
All right, so imagine virtual reality experiences curated by individuals.
Oh.
VR tour guides leading expeditions through ancient ruins.
Oh.
VR fitness instructors guiding personalized workouts.
That's next level.
Even VR therapists offering counseling sessions in calming virtual environments.
Wow. The possibilities are really endless.
They are. And speaking of endless possibilities, what about AI?
Oh, yeah. AI is everywhere these days.
It is. So imagine people offering AI-powered services.
Okay.
Personalized learning plans, tailored to individual learning styles.
Interesting.
AI-assisted content creation tools for writers and marketers. Even AI-driven financial advice platforms.
So we're not just using AI, we're becoming AI entrepreneurs.
Exactly, providing services that leverage this powerful technology.
It's like a whole new frontier of side hustles.
And as the metaverse keeps evolving,
yeah,
who knows what kind of gigs will pop up there?
Oh, man.
Virtual real estate developers designing virtual spaces.
Okay.
Metaverse fashion designers creating digital clothing.
I can see it.
Digital event planners organizing virtual conferences and concerts.
It's like the Wild West of entrepreneurship, but in the metaverse.
Exactly, but with all this tech advancement, what about automation? Will robots take all the jobs?
That's a question a lot of people have.
It is, but I think the key is to focus on uniquely human skills.
Things robots can't do.
Right, like creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence.
Problem solving, connecting with others on a human level.
Those skills will always be in demand.
So it's about staying ahead of the curve, constantly learning.
Lifelong learning is essential.
Absolutely. So how might this impact traditional work structures?
Good question. I think the 9-to-5 is already changing.
Yeah.
People want more autonomy, flexibility, work-life balance.
Which side hustles often provide.
Exactly. So instead of one job for life, people might have multiple income streams.
Piecing together their ideal work lifestyle.
Combining side hustles, part-time gigs, maybe even a traditional job.
It's a more dynamic and fluid workforce.
Constantly upskilling, reinventing themselves.
Pursuing their passions in new ways.
Exactly. It's exciting and a little daunting.
It's like we're all pioneers navigating uncharted territory.
I like that. It's a brave new world of work.
And it's up to us to figure it out.
Align it with our values, aspirations, and talents.
Okay, so we've covered a lot in this deep dive.
Practical tips, mind-bending predictions.
It's been a wild ride.
I hope our listeners are feeling inspired
to explore these opportunities, think about the future,
and maybe even start their own side hustle.
Absolutely. So before we wrap up, what's one piece of advice for someone considering a side hustle?
Don't wait for the perfect moment.
Okay.
Start exploring, identify your skills, take that first step.
Even if it's a small one.
It all starts somewhere.
I love that. Just take action. Embrace the unknown.
Who knows what could happen?
Your side hustle could become your main hustle.
Your passion project, even your life's work.
The future of work is in your hands.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of side hustles.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep hustling.